friends, what's up? Welcome to Yoga Fit with Lindsay. So I'm so excited you're here. This is day 1 of our 7-day challenge. Before you do anything, the first thing you need to do is go to my website, the link is below, and sign up. Leave me your email. When you do that, I'm gonna send you a link to a Facebook group, and I'm gonna send you an email each and every day with tons of encouragement, some recipes, and the link to the video. So we can do this together. We've got 7 days. Let's get right down to business. So we're gonna start. So these are yoga inspired workouts, right? So you think of yoga, you think of like long, lean, toned muscles. We're strengthening, we're stretching at the same time. So you don't need any equipment at all. All you need is just your beautiful self and your beautiful body. We'll get right into it. So find some space and come into a tabletop or come onto hands and knees and just make contact with the ground below you. Now I want you to reach your right arm forward and kick your left leg back. Now tighten up your belly. You're gonna feel a little bit wobbly at first, but the more you tighten up your belly and think of the arm and leg as extensions of your core, the more stable you'll feel. So from here, tap your elbow and your knee together and then reach long. And then tap your elbow and your knee and reach long. And it feels a little bit like doing a crunch in your belly. Let's do that one more time. It's a big breath out to squeeze and inhale to lengthen, and then put that hand down and that knee down, and then moving to the other side, reach your left arm forward and kick your right leg behind you. Now again, tighten your belly, pull your belly button in and up, lengthen like somebody's playing tug of war with your body. And then exhale and crunch and squeeze. Tap your knee and your elbow. Inhale, reach, squeeze, reach, squeeze, reach. Carve the belly in and up as you squeeze. Do that one more time. And then plant your hand and your knee back down. Now from here, tuck your toes under and lift your hips to downward facing dog. Find like an upside down V shape. Lift your tailbone up. Press your heels down, press your chest back towards your thighs. Then as you breathe in, look forward and then step to the front of your mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift, just lengthen out your back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up to standing, reach up mountain pose. So this is just a little variation on a typical yoga warm-up, a sun salutation A. From here, exhale, forward fold, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen out your back, look forward. Put your hands down and step back for a high plank. So find the top of a push-up, hips in line with your shoulders, engage your belly. From here, just walk down to your forearms, hips lower in line with the shoulders. Let's take a couple deep breaths, feel the core turn on, feel the belly engage. One more deep breath. Walk up to your hands. And then press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lengthen out your back. And then exhale, fold into a stretch over your legs. Inhale, mountain, reach your arms up. And exhale, you come right back down into that fold, into that stretch, melt in. Inhale, halfway lift, move your heart forward. Put your hands down, step back for a high plank, and then again, lower down to your forearms. Now this time I want you to tap your right knee to the mat and lift it up. And then do the same thing with your left knee and lift, hips stay low. So you'll see like the only thing moving in my body is my legs. And I really feel my lower belly turning on here. Each knee one more time. Ooh, buddy. And walk up to your hands and press back to dog. Take a breath. Inhale and look forward. Exhale, bring your feet forward. Breathe in, take a halfway lift, so we're connecting with the breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands down, step back, find a plank. Lower down to your forearms. Okay, now we're gonna try tapping both knees at the same time. So tap your knees and lift them up. And tap your knees and lift them up. Again, the hips don't move, the upper body doesn't move, just the legs. But you feel it in the belly, in the core, right underneath your belly button. Okay, 3 more taps. And 1, walk up, and press back to downward facing dog. All right, now inhale, look forward, step forward, and right away have a seat, and then lie down on your back. So we're gonna get a little glute activation going. I like to engage the glutes before we do any of the bigger, more compound movement, the lunges that we do. So hands by your side, and just lift up into a glute bridge. Engage your booty. So you can actually like reach up and touch your butt cheeks and make sure that they're like tight, strong, hard. And come back down. And then do that again, lift up and squeeze. There's a little bit of a pause, and then you come back down. Up and squeeze, come back down. So I want you to notice where you're feeling the work. And if you're feeling it in your hamstrings, the back of your thighs, that's a clue that you should probably scoot your feet in a little bit closer. Up and squeeze, up and squeeze. Okay, now we'll really crank up the heat. Come up and squeeze, extend your right leg up. Now your hips don't move, keep them lifted. We're gonna lower and lift your right leg. Bring it down, bring it up. Nothing's moving other than the right leg. Except maybe you could lift your hips a little bit higher. Left booty cheek is like rock hard. All right, next time we come up, keep the right leg up. We're gonna go up with the hips, down with the hips. Up with the hips, down with the hips. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let's go 5 more of these. 4, there's that little pause at the top. 2, and 1. Hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, breathe. And bring it down. Give your legs a little hug, little rock side to side. Then put both your feet down, lift your hips up, and lift your left leg up. Now get your hips even higher. Bring the left leg down and up to the ceiling. And down and up and down. And press into your right heel a lot to lift your hips higher. All right, let's do this 3 more times. Lift up as high as you can. And 1, keep it up, lift your hips and lower them down. And lift them up and lower and squeeze and squeeze. And there's that mind-muscle connection that becomes so important when we're talking about your glutes. I want you to feel your body lift because you're squeezing your butt cheek. All right, let's go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. There it is. Bring it down, hug it into your chest. So it's like safe to say that your glutes are activated, right? Mine certainly are. Rock and roll forwards and backwards a couple times. And then come all the way up. So now that we've got the glutes working, let's come up. Find a squat position, feet maybe about hips width distance apart or even a little bit wider. Now just sit down into a squat, come up and squeeze your booty. Sit down, squeeze. So it's down and back, up and squeeze. Start to sit down even lower, maybe even a little bit lower than the height of your knees. We're moving with the breath. It's a big exhale as you come up. Good. Couple more. Okay, now next time you come down, stay down, just a little bit of a pulse. But it's still that feeling of down and back. So sit back towards the wall behind you. Good. Tiny movement. Doesn't have to be much of anything. Good. Take it lower. Now just hold it. Squeeze, squeeze your booty cheeks. Let those support you. Hold here for 4 and 3 and a little bit lower for the last 2 and 1. Stand it up, shake it out a little bit. All right. Now from here, we're gonna take a wide step. So reach your right toes out towards the sides of your mat. We'll come into what's called Warrior 2. So it's essentially a side lunge. Bend, bend, bend into your right knee. Sink down a little bit lower. Now take your hands behind your head. As you inhale, you'll lift your right elbow up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, it's a big crunch as you tap your right elbow to your knee. Then inhale, reach it up. And exhale, tap it down. Inhale. So we exhale and we crunch. Really working through the right side of the body, the oblique. Nothing changes in the lower body though, but it's like super engaged. Bend a little bit more into the right knee. Let's do 3 more taps. Here's 2. And 1, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze a little bit tighter. And stand it up, okay. Shake out the legs a little bit and then we'll take them back wide, but this time both toes point out. So now come down into what we call goddess pose in yoga. Reach your arms out. So sink down, there could be a wall behind you. Your back is nice and flat. Now I want you to lift your right heel and put it down. And lift your left heel and put it down. Lift up and down and up and down. So again, we're working with a really isolated movement. Heels are the only thing that's moving on my body. The rest is super still, super strong. Good. And you switch and you switch. Okay, 1 more each side. But I want you to stay low. Try lifting both your heels and put them down. And lift them up and put them down. And lift and lower. Can you get even lower with your tailbone? So more bend in your knees. Okay, this time, bring your heels up and keep them up. And yeah, you're gonna shake. You're gonna feel a little bit unsteady. That's actually where the magic happens. That's where you get stronger. Whew. You lift your heels a little bit higher. You sink down a little bit lower. You're like twerking, right? And you didn't even know you could twerk. So now became a twerking video. All right, keep it down. And stand it up and stretch it out a little bit. All right, now bend into your left knee. Reach your arms out, so back into that warrior 2. Find a nice deep stance. Take your hands behind your head. Inhale, lift the left elbow up. And exhale, tap it down. Lift it up. Tap it down. Maintain that big bend in your left knee. Good. Feel that crunch through the side body. The strength of your core, bringing your elbow down to your knee. Let's do that 3 more times. Try and actually touch your elbow to your knee. So we're not just going through the motions here. Squeeze, and last squeeze. Let's give it a little extra oomph. And stand up and shake it out, dance it out, do your little boogie, and then make your way down to your yoga mat. All right, so from here, come into what we call boat pose. Reach your heart forward, reach your arms forward, and knees for now are bent to 90. All right, start to broaden through your chest. Imagine that I tied like a little string to the center of your chest and I'm just lifting it up. Engage your belly. So sometimes when I first come into this pose, I'll start to feel it here in the hip flexors, the fronts of the hips. If you feel that happening, I want you to hug your knees in a little bit tighter and squeeze your belly a little bit harder. From here, we're gonna lower down, and then we're gonna lift back up. So we're just sinking down, and then up, and then down, and then up. So it's connected to the breath. Yoga means union, connection between the body and the breath, the movement of the air in and out of your lungs, and the movement of the physical body. Can we do this 3 more times? Here's 2, and 1. Stay up, bring your hands behind your head, little bicycles. We're still up in that boat shape. We're balanced on the sits bones. Use the muscles of the belly to twist you from side to side, elbow to knee. Wringing out through your core. Strong and tight through your belly. All right, couple more each side. Twist, twist, 1 more. Woo, and release. Sit up, pull your belly forward, take a nice big stretch. And as you exhale, round your back. Do that again, pull forward and round back. All right, now Plant your feet, come down to your back. You'll make your way into a figure 4 stretch, just right ankle over the knee. And if you want more, you reach behind your left leg and pull everything in. Every exhale helps you soften in and create more space. Switch it out, other side. Feel your shoulders relax, your jaw relax. And then hug your knees to your chest, rock and roll a couple times. Make your way back up to seated, and then bring your hands to your heart. I want you to give yourself some acknowledgement for having made this time for yourself, for having made this first step in this journey. Namaste. So a couple things. Again, remember to click the link below. I want you to sign up on my website. I want you to leave me your email so I can connect with you, send you emails every day, and make sure I'm here to support you. Also, if you like this video, hit like, and I want you to comment Yoga Fit to let me know that you're in, you're with us. And subscribe to my channel, of course, and I'll be seeing you the next few days. I can't wait.